Okay. So we need to order this guy RAM. We'll just get him that. That's probably fine. This computer's clean. Order's been delivered. Alright, let's put some RAM in this baby. Okay, should be good. Okay, needs RAM. He needed it cleaned. He needs it overclocked. Where does he want it overclocked at? 0.65. 241. That's not going to happen. Try it a couple more times. It's like a 20%, 27% success rate. There we go. My God. All right. Well, okay, we got that to work. And he's got outdated drivers. He also doesn't have an original operating system, so I'm going to go ahead and do that for him. But no, he didn't ask for that. And then I'm going to charge him for it. One TBD 3330. There we go. Outdated drivers, can you update them? Yes, that's good. Actually, what is this plane thing? Please wait for the next round. I don't know what this is. Oh, shit.
Pizza time.
I don't know what I just did. Deskills, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. I don't know what I just bet on. Okay, well, I think this guy's computer is good. Oh, actually. I want to infect his computer first. Oh. No, it's a computer repair shop, the game. Oh, that's not a bad idea for a stream idea, but I don't know how to fix computers. Yeah. Okay. Let's do... Oh, I don't have any keys anymore. Shit. Okay, well, let's see if we sold any more. Turn it off and on and call it a day, I say. Yeah. That's basically where my knowledge begins and ends. About $200 worth of keys. Virus generator. Still not that much. Okay. Okay. Let's do unlocker, because there's probably bank information on one of these text files. And if there are, we're robbing someone's bank. Because the last time I did that, I got over $1,000. P2W, P2W1, P2W1U, P2W1U, P2W1U. Oh, fuck you. Okay. Dot text. This puzzle's horrible for my ADHD brain. 9P, 9PZ, 9PZG, 9PZGN, 9PZGN. An electrician's son removed one wire. I've already seen that. Alright, end text. Dot txt. Whoops. X8 X8Z X8ZN X8ZN X8ZNO X8ZNO. Yeah. That doesn't tell me anything. Okay. Alright, well, this guy's computer's good to go.
Hello.
Okay. Let's get rid of these boxes. Computer does not turn on. Please help. Power supply is shot. Whoops. Number 96. Fix that. Can I sell that camera now? I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with the camera.
Welcome.
Camera inventory is full. I don't get it. Robo shop. Dude's about to get shot. That's the guy that keeps trying to rob my store. Actually, he did rob my store a handful of times. If you're watching this on YouTube, you've seen it. Oh, come on. I forget what that problem is. The HDD. Okay. Hard disk drive. Start scan. 85. And my guy's getting tired again. No, come on. Something wrong with every part of this guy's computer. That's the CPU. Could probably upgrade one of my skills. Become more resistant to sleep. That's the next upgrade. Alright, fix number 81. Probably just look for a while. Had a pretty rough day at work. My week done, obviously. Hope you have a good evening and stream. Hey, thanks. Thanks for the follow, and I appreciate the lurk. I hope your week gets better. Okay, let's see. Wow. Now his RAM's broken. number 62. Okay, that's fixed. Oh, geez, I'm sorry. Get a week off in like 2 weeks. Damn. Are you in another game studio that got hit, or is it broader tech, or? Because he did say studio. Yeah, been there. Oh, you were at IDOS. Okay. Damn, yeah, I just read about that. Another victim of Embracer, I see, huh? I was at Volition when they closed. And I don't think they're going to slow down. You're still at IDOS, okay. So you guys end up with all that extra workload then. That sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I'm glad you got to keep your job, but I don't imagine that feels a whole lot better. Steelhead and his team did good so far, because it's been 2 years since we were bought. That we got no layoff from acquisition. Yeah, I guess that's true. What was I just doing? Oh, no, not virus generator. Oh. Oh, really? But he stayed? That says a ton on how grim it looked. Yeah, we were the whole studio, and then a handful of people that left ended up getting hit by even more layoffs, because a handful of people I knew were part of the Activision ones. Like, I knew like 5 or 6 people that got affected by that, all across different studios. We live in some grim times for our industry. He saved the department from an extra 5 to 6 people being laid off in QA. Dang. Just by, like, negotiating, or? Bruh. Apps. We need the AVR. Kinda. Oh my gosh. Oh, actually, I don't even think this is the right virus thing. I had like 15 to 20 minutes to choose who to cut. That's how unplanned it was. 15 to 20 minutes to choose who to cut? Most leads directors didn't even know. HR just did the cuts for him. What the fuck? That's so fucked. God, I can't even imagine being placed in that situation. Like, being in a management position and just being told, you got 15 to 20 minutes to choose who to cut from your team. Like, what the fuck? It was coming from higher up. Probably from Embracer. Just with, like, we didn't even, when we got hit, we were someone from, because we moved under Gearbox, someone from Gearbox basically came to the studio, and they called like an all hands, and basically just stood up in front of everybody and just said, well, Embracer closing Volition. And that was it. Talk to HR about all your stuff, and that's about it. Studio was almost crying in the meeting, letting us know that people were getting laid off. Jesus. Yeah, but Embracer C-suites just keep raking in all that extra cash. I don't think I'm fixing this right. Oh, yeah, I'm doing this wrong. I need to reformat the operating system. There we go. Yeah, that's true. The fact that they put themselves in a situation to be that heavily reliant on a $2 billion deal. Ah, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Yeah, and then they didn't get it, and we're just like, all right, well, yeah, but they spent the money. Exactly. They spent the money and needed to recoup it. Didn't get that investment and now has to recoup the costs by wiping out basically everybody who even makes the products that makes them money. Because they don't, as far as I know, they don't make anything. They buy people who do, and then they rake in a bunch of the profits for it. So they're cutting out all of the people who actually make their products. It's stupid. Alright, that's going to take a minute. Yeah, long term it's hella bad. Just imagine how many senior people are just leaving the industry and taking all of that knowledge with them. Whoops. 2025 to 2030 will be horrible. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even think gamers understand the long-term effects of everything that they're watching. Like, a bunch of them are celebrating layoffs because they think the developers suck or something, and then... But yeah. That most studios were bloated. Yeah. Or that most studios were bloated. Some were a bit, but I know my workplace wasn't bloated of 100 people. Yeah, seriously. Same with us. Like, we kept trying to push to have more QA people at one point, but I don't know. We were heading in a process, but 100 is 20% of our. You'd say maybe 30. I would have maybe thought possible, but 100 is 20% of our workforce. It's insane. Yeah, man. And then, what was it? Embracer is the one who decided that the Deus Ex game was going to be canceled. And then obviously it's not public what the other stuff that you guys are working on, but like, that's just insane. Which also feels a little bit backwards because most companies would want to invest in established IP rather than investing in a new one, but I don't know, that seems to be a unique position for them to take, given everything. Well, it turns on now. If the unannounced IP does well, that could mean sequel plus reviving Deus Ex, to be frank. Oh yeah, might not be fully in the trash. I got no clue. Just that development currently is seizing on it. Who knows what the future's gonna hold. Yeah, absolutely insane. Yeah, I understand that. because you enjoy surprises too. Yeah, even even while I was working on Saints Row, there was like half the shit I didn't even know until I actually started playing the game, like when we were getting ready for release, in RC hunting. I would run into stuff that I didn't know the entire like 2.5 years that I was there for. Yeah. Like you'll just randomly say something like, "Oh, I don't know. I didn't know this character dies or whatever," and everyone's just like, "Dude, you've worked here for 2.5 years. Like, I never touch that content. I don't know. I focus on the stuff that I'm assigned." And I was stuck in character customization world for about a year and a half, so that's where my focus was. I didn't know what was happening with the story. Okay, let's get this guy an operating system key. Yeah, I was just like, I'm aware that there's a story. I'm aware of the main beats. That's about all I know. Not even all of the main beats. I didn't know how the game ended. I didn't know. There was a lot of stuff I didn't know besides like the first, like, basically the tutorial part of it, because I never really touched it until much later on. Or I would hear it in passing, basically. I did know a handful of the cutscenes just because I shared a room with someone who was embedded with the cinematics team, and he got to a point of his insanity where he would recite all of the voice lines every time he watched the cutscene. So he would just be word for word reciting all of the cutscenes behind me. Worked in third parties before, and I think I enjoy way more single player games than multiplayers. Don't mind co-op though. Yeah, that's understandable. I've had to verify the voice lines activating on Guardians of the Galaxy for a boss fight. Oh, which boss fight? I loved that game. Spent 3 days listening to damn barks. 3 days listening to barks? Dude, that's awful. The Dweller one. Oh, I don't even remember what that was. The Dweller. Uh, oh, that thing. Okay. I gotcha. Yeah, 'cause the barks are contextual and multi-choiced. QA'd all the boss fights, actually. Oh, man. Like, you kind of had the QA ownership of that stuff. Computer does not turn on. It does now. Yeah, I did customization for a long time. Like I was embedded with that team basically up until launch, and then uh, I led the QA coverage for the Steam release. Those were the kind of the main things that I did. Third party external of the studio at that time. But yeah, they trusted me for some reason. Led to getting a job though. Hell yeah. Whatever you gotta do, am I right? Alright, it's got the operating system. Probably needs... Oh my god. I swear these people don't know how to... A 20 is a 20. There we go. Jesus. I swear, most of these customers in this game just don't update their drivers ever. Okay, this guy should be good. There's no viruses. But there is now. Well, there will be in a second. Funny to watch you play. I wouldn't really know. I mean, I understand, like, I know, like, IT people get, like, can go crazy because of how many stupid questions they have to answer every day. But you always have to be patient because you have to understand that that your clientele probably doesn't know the first thing about taking care of their computers. So you have to keep it cool. Done that job for 2 to 3 years on a mom and pop style store. I can't even imagine. I get frustrated just trying to help my dad with something. Like, my dad and his buddy were working on some kind of music thing, and they couldn't figure out why none of their microphones were working. So I did what I thought was best and just looked up, okay, well, let's go check your audio settings. He didn't have permission set to... He was denying permission for literally everything on his computer to use a microphone. So it wasn't allowing the microphone to be used for anything. And I was just like, dude, if you're going to use audio devices, you have to give the programs permission to use your audio devices. This is the privacy laws that your generation wanted. And now everything's very frustrating because you have to give every app permission to use every device. Which I guess for security purposes makes sense, but my god, is it a pain in the ass. I typically don't mind it because it's like, it's just an extra step. Like, allow permission, but it's like, oh, is it? Let me, there, that should fix it. I don't know how bad it was, but... But hopefully that fixed it. Audio was first. Okay. Is it fixed now, though? I don't know why it does that. I might have to figure out... Okay. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Alright, I'm gonna make a marker there for YouTube later.